Hello everyone. My name is Nilanjan and I'm originally from Kolkata, India. And I came to New Zealand about 7 years ago now. And I came here as a student and I passed through all the hoops of getting a student visa, then a work visa, then my residency, and finally my citizenship. I just wanted to share my journey, and also I thought of making this video because I've been approached few times by other students as to what to do, what are the best opportunities and things like that. So I just wanted to mention five things that I think students wherever they are coming from to New Zealand should consider, because when I've talked to many of them, they were not very sure. So for me, these are the five important things to consider before you actually decide to come over to New Zealand. And the first thing I would say is you need to ask yourself, why are you coming to New Zealand? Why haven't you chosen Australia or USA or UK? And find out what attracts you, because if you're coming here to stay long term, you need to find out what are the points which are going to keep you here, and what are the points that attracts you to New Zealand as a country. I can give you a few examples that I considered. I considered the quality of the education. I considered the living standards. I considered Auckland as a city. I even considered that New Zealand follows driving on the left, which will be easier for me to um, follow, because in India also we follow the same rules. English is the primary language here, so it will be, again, I don't have to learn another foreign language. For example, if I went to Germany, I would have to probably learn German, but here I can use my English skills, which already I had. Now, the second important point for me would be you need to ask yourself what exactly you want to accomplish by coming here. Like, do you want to study and go back to another country or to India? Do you want to study business, for example, and start your own business here? What exactly do you want to do after your studies? So think about that, decide before coming over, so you don't have to when you finish your studies and you have your work visa, you don't have to spend time thinking what is the next best choice. You already know that, okay, now this time I have to look for a job, or no, I'm going to go back, so I just need to make sure that what I've studied is the latest and the greatest, so I can use it. So you just need to understand that part. Now, the third important thing, which I think many students make, I won't say mistake, but not very clear about, is what to study. So they go to their agents in India. The agents tell them that, okay, you need to study IT, or you need to study nursing, or you need to study, something, and because that gives you the greatest advantage when you're applying for your residency, which is true. But you need to remember that you are the person who is going to deliver. So if you're from an arts background, for example, and you decided to study IT, it's not a match. And remember that when you're going for your work visa and going ahead, after your studies are completed, you have to deliver in IT. So you cannot study IT and get a job in arts field, um, because that will not help you to accomplish your goals, if residency is your goal, that is. So you have to study and you have to deliver on the same level. So for example, if you're studying level 7 in IT, which I did, they're not going to teach you the basics of IT. They're not going to teach you what is a CPU and what is a RAM, and how are computers built. They expect you to know this. So if you're coming from a background which is not IT, you will be lost in the first few months, and trust me, I've seen that. So be very sure what you are studying, and what is good for you, and what is the subject that you are confident in delivering when it comes to a job. So be very clear about that before you sign up to any course. Lastly is where to study. Now there are different institutions in New Zealand. There are tertiary educations, there are universities. So you need to research. Do not just go by what your agent tells you. Your agent might tell you, oh, okay, go to Auckland University. That's the best. But there are other universities. There is Manukau Institute of Technology, for example, which also delivers quite good courses. So you need to understand what are the contents of the course, what are the subjects that are taught in each of these courses. Do your own research, go to the website, contact these universities or tertiary education, find out what course suits you. Because what I've seen, and this is my personal um, you know my personal experience when talking to students, is that they do not really understand what they are getting into until they come to New Zealand. So they go by their agents guidelines or advice. Then they come here and then they find, oh, that the same course with the same contents was much cheaper at another institution. And why did they take it? Because they didn't do their research, so they just went with what their the agents told them. So I would say the must, or the bottom line of this video, is that do your own research. I'm sure you guys are very good at searching the internet. So go through it, understand the country, understand the city, understand the course, understand what you're getting yourself into. So that would be my advice. So, if you have got any questions, just put it in the comment section and I'll try to answer. Lastly, I'm not affiliated to any universities. I'm not being paid by anyone to do this video, but I just wanted to, pass on my experience. And if that even helps someone to achieve their goals, I'd be very happy. So thank you guys, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.